Mhm, 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 mhm. Oh, 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 oh. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the evening show. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tuesday night live stream, 9 o'clock Eastern time. We're here back on Business J, bringing the heat per usual. I hope you guys have been well. I'm feeling pretty damn good, man. Damn good. And yeah, had a fun video earlier today. I hope you guys check that shit out. It was a banger and a half. It was a cult classic banger. Throw that boy a quick $2 to get it going. Shout out Chris Hayes for the dono. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you for the two buckaroonies, man. What's good, Trev Bot? What's good? What's good? I know some folks complaining about YouTube bugging out on the homepage. Well, motherfuckers, get those post notifications turned on. You don't need no homepage. You just hop on up to the Big J page. It's my homepage, my dogs. You're in the hospital in Atlanta. You've been really sick. Please ask someone to pray for me. Listen, pray for Stephen Young. We need him back. We need him alive again. We need him, back to business. Cheers, bro. Cheers, bro. Hopefully everybody's doing well. What's up? Big J page, exactly. Listen, we got to fight from the ancient era of time, 15 years ago, really, maybe 12 years ago. That was on the cusp, Rousey and Carano. And they're doing it on Netflix in 2026. Kind of wild shit. It's a spectacle event nonetheless. It's two fighters past their prime. But before we talk like we're here in all prime class, we can't even consider watching it. How shit is the women's bantamweight division right now? Anyways, so fuck it. I'm down to watch. I'm down to watch Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano because that weight class is a dud right now. Outside of Kayla Harrison, Amanda Nunes, there's really no marquee fight. There's no clear cut top contender. There's not much going on at the weight class. It's a spectacle event, and I think it's worth it to allow the chance for some money to be made. If you got a name, make some money. Yeah, and I saw Anthony Smith is back. The video earlier is a certified cult banger. Big J went detective mode, digging up old clips. Listen, I was like, okay, I want to find as much as I can about the situation. So I went in with some knowledge. I wanted to go into that video knowing exactly what the fuck I was talking about. And I'm finding these clips of Dana and I'm watching it and I'm like, okay, the talks were serious. And, 12 years ago, it was close to happening in the UFC. Gina Carano said Dana essentially told her she's a bitch. And that's why it didn't happen. That's why the fight never went down. Rousey will take her down and submit her in less than a minute. Bro, I'm feeling similar to you, Captain Coke. I think that the side of Ronda Rousey does what she normally did to that era of women. Use that fucking beautiful throw, get them down, game, set, match. I want to see Prime. Remind me why I watch you regularly. Brought me back to the Cachoeira Nunez breakdown. Dedicated J. Hey, thank you, Braden K. Listen, man, that right there, that video from today was a fucking cult classic banger. Cult classic. I mean, if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up at the end. I'd argue that's one of my best videos of all time. Just the overall concept behind it. And the fucking thumbnail. Woo! The thumbnail was beautiful. The thumbnail was on something. Ronda's gonna box. Don't overthink this. I think she's gonna take her down. Use her grappling. Fuck striking. Carano didn't have wrestling 15 years ago. Now be feeding a lamb to a lion. Yeah, Carano's game was, limited in this now era for sure. Rousey, at the very least, had that special judo ability. Dana White gave his blessings. No one wants to see two 40-year-old retired fighters fight. Dana just gave his blessing. You 100% sure? I don't know. I feel like it's a big fight still. If that was at the White House, you don't think it's a good fight to put on? Just a fun spectacle, like a kickback W to the OGs of the game. Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey are pioneers of women's MMA. When she fought Cyborg, she embarrassed herself. Well, to be fair, Cyborg is the best. Cyborg and Amanda Nunes are a different level than all other women on the planet. No other women come close to them. I don't know how Juliana Pena even beat her, for God's sake. Hot take, Swerve J. I'm happy MVP is doing this and not UFC. UFC was doing it, they'd almost certainly put on the White House card. Having two 40-year-old women who haven't fought in 10 years fighting on the White House card, the year wouldn't look very good. I think I'm just happy that you're right. We have a space for a different type of super fight, not just a Ronda Rousey fight. Yeah, exactly. Rousey's main event or nothing. You two poop in the bed right now? Hey, poop in the bed right now. But Big J on the fucking go right now. Big J in the house. You know where to find me every day, bro. No one cares about Rousey Carano? Bruh, it's a fucking trending topic. I promised you guys MMA news today. And it may not have been what we expected. I'm still waiting. I don't know what the fuck's going down with 326 co-main event. I don't know what's going down with 327. God, I don't know nothing about 328. But we had a video today. I told you guys there's going to be something. There's going to be something. If it's Rousey and Carano bikini contest, you'd be interested. Listen, maybe they'll have them dressing in, a little tighter of a two-piece, bro. By the way, it's great news. Hey, thanks, Captain Nicole. I appreciate you, my dog. I think it's more of a wow factor. Does the fight make sense to happen in an elite caliber with title implications? No. But why not? It's a fucking spectacle. And why not? They put Anderson Silva on the fucking undercard. You couldn't refresh your algo, literally wouldn't give me videos, but the push notification came clutch. Hey, W Vice Vestra. I figured I'd go live. This is like the saving grace to YouTube right now. If you are subscribed to my channel, I keep you safe. I keep you entertained. Even if there's no way, to watch everything that's going down because the YouTube sphere is a little bit messed up. Hey, Stormy Normie, I'm really happy I'm seeing you up in the chat, bro. I thought I wasn't going to hear from you this week. Bro, what's crazy is Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano coming back before Conor McGregor. How about that? Wow. As an old head, you're interested? I mean, for me, it's just fun. It's not with the implication of who's the best in the world now. It's just let them make some money. They'll fight. Why not watch it? Like, I think you can still enjoy a fight knowing that the winner of the fight is not going to be the best in the world. I think it's, a fun time. It's a fun time, dude. It's a fun time. I'm going to have a great time watching it. I'm going to relax, sit back, and watch it. May 16th. Is there a UFC card booked for May 16th? Is there a UFC card set for May 16th? There shouldn't be, though. As much as you guys are going to say, well, the UFC is supreme. It is. But we're talking Netflix, man. I don't see nothing for the 16th. Oh, my God. The UFC just announced another card. We had 9 weeks in a row for UFC. Ladies and gentlemen. 10 weeks in a row for UFC. They just announced April 25th. They're doing another event. I don't know where it is. Norma Dumont and Yana Santos is the only fight on the card. Is it an Apex card? What's the night before? They're in Canada the week before. Probably Apex. So, breaking news right now. The UFC has extended our marathon. YouTube crash, can't stop Big J. Listen, I'm here for the people that want to hear, Thank you for the $1.99, Mr. K. I still want to do a show, hang out. I still wanted to make it happen. I didn't go live earlier because I was doing the video. So I said, listen, let me just wait, chill, and then bam, we're in the house. We'll hang out and Q&A it up, I'm not going to slack on a Q&A. Hopefully YouTube gets everything sorted. maybe 45 minutes into the stream, the amount of live viewers triples, whatever. I'm just happy to be here talking to the people who want to hear what I got to say and the ones that can find it. You know what I'm saying? I could go to Discord, I guess, and tell all the members to join in. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go to Discord. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Dun 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 dun. AJ can't stay as family movie night, the never ending story. If you want to stop by, hit the like and say what's up. W Mixtapler, my dog. I appreciate you, buddy. It's MMA. Rousey, Carano, 5 rounds. Last time Gina fought, the current flyweight champ of the world was 7. That's fucking crazy. Is that he might even be younger. Is he 7? Was he 7? 7. Wow. Dude, the last time Gina Carano fought was like 10 years old. Might have been 9. YouTube's back. Hey, YouTube's back on business, and you guys are here. See, that's why I went live. I knew YouTube would get it together, and I wanted to be live as they did. They announce any other MMA fights in the card? No. I think it's just MMA. Yeah, it's in a hexagon. They're not going to do boxing. Can you imagine they get Francis Ngannou? Can you imagine they get Ngannou on the card? So you can get Anderson Silva, Nate Diaz on the card. Could you imagine? Shit could go crazy. Ronda hasn't fought in over 10 years, and Carano hasn't fought in over 16. Welcome to modern combat. That is crazy. 17 years ago. I mean, you got to assume that Ronda Rousey, as past it as she is, Carano is going to be more past it. Hyping the video, they say, pushes it in the algorithm. It's a new thing. YouTube started that late last year. That's why I always say, hype the video too. Make sure you hype the video as well. I don't want to sound too much like a robot, though. You think this is going to be a terrible fight? I think it's going to be a submission win for Ronda. I think it's going to be throwback Ronda looking like she used to. I don't know, Brayden. I actually have no idea. I know nothing of that. I don't know the insights as far as I don't think it changes anything besides, hyping the video sends it to more people. Yeah, Best Bets has been having great views lately. Best Bets really been popping off. This week's Best MMA Bets. I mean, bro, it's a fucking banger show. And I've been putting a lot of work into it. I've been editing more. Like, I'm locked in. This week's Best MMA Bets is becoming something better than it ever was before. And we got episode 4 of this year going down. I only hype Big J's vids, the 3 I'm allowed to each week. Hey, W Stormy. I saw Larry Wheels slap Dean the Great. Holy shit. That's crazy. Rousey and Carano's layoff is as old as I am, 27. That's fucking crazy. Michael Johnson versus Drew Dober is perfect, though. When is it scheduled for? What the fuck? That's a cult banger. Are you kidding me? That's a cult banger. Who do I think they're going to fill the card with? I think they're going to put an offer out to Nate Diaz. I wouldn't be surprised if they sent an offer out to like Darren Till either. I wouldn't be surprised if they send an offer out to Masvidal. Anderson Silva versus Jorge Masvidal in a catchweight fight at like 195. Some weird shit. Dylan Dennis versus Tony Ferguson. Tyron Woodley makes his return. Sage Northcutt could be on the card. I don't know how much money they have to spend, right? Shia LaBeouf got beat up. No, I didn't see that. What the fuck? I didn't know he got beat up the first time. No, I can't imagine a world where Dustin Poirier is on it. What's good, Love MMA? Good to see you, my boy. Poirier's going to still be on the UFC contract now. It has to be guys outside of the UFC contract. I mean, they could get Mike Perry, but I think Mike Perry's sticking with bare knuckle. We're back for another week of MMA talk. Doing it right, my boy. Doing it right. Dennis, Nate Diaz. I mean, the build-up's good, but Diaz is worth more than that. Bro, Dober versus MJ's on the undercard of Max Charlie next month. That's a great fight to put on there. Hey, what's up, Eustace? Yeah, Rampage has been on fire. His stream's been popping off. I miss Ariel Helwani and Rampage hanging out. Quentin. I saw Michelle Pereira was doing some video game stuff. I heard about it. I heard about it, bro. Rampage Jackson has become a streamer extraordinaire. Bro, get Rampage on the card. Is he ready to come out of retirement? One more dance for Rampage. A lot of people are loving Reese, man. YouTube homepage fixed. Hey, YouTube getting that fixed. Listen, YouTube homepage is fixed. Make sure you guys smash the like button for me. Let's get that algorithm pumping tonight. I'm trying to have a massive Q&A tonight. This can't just be an average Q&A. It's 100 likes minimum, okay? So make sure you guys spam the like button. Show some love to the Big J. The Rampage. Oh, my God. The titties who he bullied needs to chin him. Oh, shit. Bro, I can't go with Medich this week. I think Jeff Neal's too powerful. You think Costa and Edwards are locks? I feel like it. Melky for the W is making a lot of sense. But knockout, Danny Gay never been slept. That's a ballsy call. Maybe he lands a perfect head kick. But, you know, it's ballsy. It's ballsy. It's not like highest likelihood of success. It's balls. It's a ballsy onslaught. That's the thing, right? Jeff Neal is not some chinny dude. He's taken a lot of shots throughout his career and been fine. Dean the Great is a boxer too. He should just box Larry, but he got too emotional. The thing is, right? Dean the Great's a boxer, but Larry Wheels is a 300-pound man. Super strong. Dean's too small for him, man. I mean, Larry could just pick him up, you know? That size difference is, you know, insane. One thing if Dean the Great was an undefeated MMA prospect or something, but just boxing against a dude as big as Larry fucking Wheels, bro, he just fucking runs at you full force, man. I don't think you're knocking him out. Like, this is not a normal human, you know? This is a guy that can fucking move some crazy weight. I think it can definitely equal the ability to pick someone up and slam them on the concrete. Can you get a kid's menu for Dean's funny? Incoming W. Let's go, Hernandez. You think sub is more likely than KO for Melky? Honestly, back take into the strangle, but Dan Ike's never been put out. Dan Ike's going to bring thunder to Melky round 3, but I think Melky's too sharp, too pristine, too precise. Yeah, no, I don't. Dean the Great, listen, if it was pure boxing, sure. But this ain't boxing, bro. Larry Wheels is fucking freak human. That guy is huge. Ode is putting Idris to sleep. Thank you for the 199, Eli. I'm surprised to see Finch was so confident on Idris. I wasn't blown away. Yeah, I think Idris might get put out. Thank you for 199, big dog. I think Idris could definitely get tuned up. Ode Osborne has been in there with the elite talent for years. I know he's got some L's, but I don't know. Pereira showing levels, maybe, but on the flip side, I'm like, scrub though. I think members is Thursday after PropAholics. PropAholics, and then members. Medic is nice at range. I agree. And we don't know where Neil is at. I fully understand the Medic mentality because he's clean. Medic's striking is sharp. I feel like Melky fighting every couple months, like 4 fights last year, cut up to him. He took 6 months before his last fight and got his nasty KO. I think cardio looks better. I feel like Melky, but he had to get over that hump of, prospect essentially. Like he had to break into being a contender. So he had to take a shitload of fights. To break into a top 15 chance, bro, you got to get some wins, man. You see Roundtree and Hamzat. Roundtree looked tiny to Alex, but noticeably bigger than Hamzat. Makes you realize the size difference. I didn't even see Roundtree and Hamzat. That's interesting. They're working together. Bro, I think Hamzat will get knocked out by Pereira. What's up, Joe 420? Fluffy fight is a 5-round main event. You took Judice and Del Valle parlay at -203. It should be free money, but you'll be slapping yourself silly if Jordan Levitt's goofy ass chokes him out. Top 5 fights, I think, will be for sure on the White House card. Top 1, shit. I think we get the Gaethje and Topuria fight, but outside of that, I don't know. I mean, I was thinking Sean O'Malley on the card, but it seems like maybe not. Sandhagen versus Peyton Talbot, possibly. Maybe Gable Stevenson's debut. I don't know. Tough to say, man. I need to just see it, Ode has lost a shitload of fights. You're right. Ode is not some elite level competitor, but at the end of the day, Ode is a fucking OG. He's a grizzled OG. I mean, Talbot versus Figgy is cool. I'd be down to watch it. Mario Batista, Song Yadong. I feel like I'm slightly leaning towards Mario, but Song, he could catch him for sure. Second best lightweight is going to fight for the belt. The second best lightweight being Arman Sarukian. I don't know. You actually hate how entitled Hamzat has become. Talk about moving up after only just winning the belt, trying to steal Alex's hype when he's actually worked for it. Well, Hamzat just doesn't fight enough. Hamzat Chimaev, I mean, he's a nightmare for everybody, but if he lost, it'd be good. I'm rooting for somebody to beat Hamzat. I think it will happen eventually. Maybe not at 185, but I think he'll try his hand up in weight. And I could see him gassed out and getting knocked out against a real strong light heavyweight. Yuri Prohashka is a tough matchup for him. Magomed Ankalaev, tough matchup for him. Alex Pereira. You think Fluffy DDP? I think if Fluffy wins, he might leapfrog to the title. Yeah, I think Big Ank puts him out too. Hamzat is the worst champion in a long time in terms of activity. Bro, he doesn't fight often. We knew this was coming, man. We knew this was coming. I was a big Hamzat fan for a while. But I don't know. Hamzat has lost his magic for me. Hamzat just feels like the villain, man. I think Josiah Harrell's the best American prospect. Well, he's fighting another 11-0 fighter this Saturday, so we'll see if that still holds weight. Yeah, the picks are out, bro. The picks actually have been out. I did the picks early. No, it's hard, bro, to be a Hamzat fan now with how little he fights. You do anything to see John on the White House card? Listen, if they went Poatan versus Jones, that's a super fight, but I don't know. Ah, I won't hold my breath. He ragdoll Khalil Roundtree. How injured is the guy's back? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the weight cut to 85's hurting him. So get him to 205 then. Fuck it. Get him to 205. Who gives a shit? Vacate that fucking belt. Run a Mavov versus the fluffy Strickland winner. And let's do Hamzat versus Magomed Ankalaev. I think Dustin is live to be on the White House card. I think Dustin versus Diaz, dude. Still doing Zins? Yep. It's my one and only addiction, bro. My only fix, bro. I don't smoke anymore. I just Zin, bruh. I saw Dober and Michael Johnson, cult banger, cult banger, cult banger. Holy shit. I feel like Michael Johnson's winning up until he's not. And with Drew Dober. Gina and Ronda are going to fight. That's not just hearsay. It's happening. Fluffy by sub is live. Jones gone too would be crazy now. Hamzat's wrestling is hyper elite. No doubt about it. Yair had a broken hand the last time we saw him. He was all casted up at recent fight. Next pay-per-view looking weak. I mean, stateside, it's not a pay-per-view, so I guess that's good for us. Oh, chat, you guys want to hear something? Your boy weighed 192.2 today, bruh. Officially down over 16 pounds, bro. Getting lean J up in here, man. I'm fucking hyped, dude. On the trek to be, lean and mean here soon. I was so excited to see 192. Gon doesn't deserve a rematch after the eye gouge. I get it, but he's the guy. So if it's a Poatan fight and it's not John Jones, it's got to be Gon. They're not doing Waldo. Dober fights like you owe him drug money. I could see him brutalizing Michael Johnson at this point in Johnson's career. It's definitely possible. Does Lean J got a lean from Moreno Lawner? Twisted and torn, bro. In my head and emotional. If Lawner Kavanaugh goes out and shows out, I just don't feel like I'll be that surprised. And I know it's crazy because he lost his last fight, but he's a blue chip prospect, man. Brennan Schaub said he has a couple good sources and he's usually pretty solid with these leaks. That the UFC wants to do John versus Alex, but at 205 since it means more. That's what they want. What the fuck? John Jones versus Alex Pereira at 205? Huh. I mean, I'm not going to complain. If that's cool. 205, heavyweight, doesn't matter to me. No matter what the weight class. Johnson does have the hands on him. I agree. Ante should knock out Spivak. The way Fluffy absolutely manhandled Delidze, it's hard to believe Strickland can win. Strickland's defense is the only saving grace, but he stands so straight when he strikes. Dude, I really think Fluffy is live to test him in the grappling. Look at Strickland's run up to the belt. It's all strikers, man. Who's the best grappler he fought? Like, be real with me for a second. Let's talk. Let's talk seriously. Sean Strickland, over the past few years, name the best grappler he fought. Who is it? Where? 2020 Brendan Allen? I guess. Who? Jack Hermanson? I don't see good grab. I mean, Abe has had him on his back, had his back. Duplessis beat him, but Duplessis is more of a striker with okay grappling. If you look at the career of Sean Strickland, I mean, outside of, I guess, Kamaru Usman, I mean, but even with Kamaru, this is the most dangerous grappler, submission threat that Sean Strickland has ever faced. This is the most difficult matchup for him, stylistically. Right, and it was a 2020 Brendan Allen that he fought. Brendan Allen was not nearly as good 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And Strickland was on fire at that time. That's the thing, right? John, is he gonna get down to 205? I mean, he's got 4 months. I think he could get to 205 if the paycheck is right. Can you imagine that's the main event of the White House card? John Jones, Alex Pereira at light heavyweight? I mean, how sick would it be? How sick would it be if Poatan puts him out? You're capping if you're saying Sean's not live? I mean, listen, I'm not saying Sean has zero chance, but I think he loses. You're right, though. John's legacy is there. If they force him to cut down, they know he's 1,000% in. True, but also, like, what about the risk of injury, though? Do you think you would benefit John to fight Per at heavyweight or light heavyweight more? Dude, why is it that I feel at heavyweight, it's almost better for John? John Jones at light heavyweight, he hasn't looked good in a while. I mean, let's be honest. I think heavyweight's better for John Jones. At light heavyweight, I could see John Jones getting put to sleep. I mean, at heavyweight too, but at light heavyweight especially, I don't know, dude. I like to fight better at heavyweight if you're trying to up on the side of um, John Jones. You know, if you're more on the John Jones side, you have to be thinking to yourself, yo, the heavyweight division, I'm up there now. I got some issues. That weight cut's tough for me. You think Alex is getting ragdolled either way? I can't say that with supreme confidence, no. I think Anthony Smith has a chance against Chase Sherman, but dude, Chase Sherman can still punch, though. He's got the bare knuckle boxing experience. It's probably one big shot, and Smith is turtling up and getting TKO'd. Bro, my wife said your voice is synonymous with the UFC to her now. She knows when it's fight week because I'm playing your vids. Yo, that's really cool, King of the North. I appreciate that. My voice is synonymous with the UFC now. Smith about to get his armadillo on is crazy. But you're right, though. I think Chase Sherman knocks him out. I think Chase Sherman TKOs him. Sherman with some elbows. Bro, like the way Anthony Smith wins, he got to grapple. I don't know. Maybe the bare knuckles will bring something out of Anthony Smith we haven't seen in a while, but I don't expect Chase Sherman to shoot a lazy double leg on him and get choked. So how's Anthony Smith going to win? It has to be a submission. I don't think he's out striking Chase Sherman. Chase Sherman can still mix it up on the feet. Say what you want about Chase Sherman. I mean, the guy fought in BKFC for a long time. You look at Chase Sherman, yeah, you know, he's not an elite level fighter by any sense of the word, but 16 and 12, been around for a while. Bad loss in karate combat to Tim Johnson. Maurice Green also beat him. You know, that loss is tough, but has some wins. Sayumana Tafa, Alex Nicholson, and Bare Knuckle MMA. That's a wild fight, huh? That's wild. April 10th in the Dominican Republic. Also on the card is Romanov. Guto Inocente versus Mohammed Usman. Usman just got suspended for steroids, and now Usman's on the card. Isn't that fucking crazy? Oh, my word. Holy shit. Holy shit. Does Smith lose and then return to the UFC broadcast team to explain how he would have won on paper? No, I don't think so. This is the best fighter John has fought since arguably Gustafsson 8 years ago. That's crazy to think about. I mean, you look at the recent John Jones fighting career. Bro, the Gustafsson from 8 years ago, that was a wash Gustafsson. I would say maybe the Daniel Cormier fight, 2017. Cyril Gane, obviously, it was a great performance, but one-dimensional Gane. Arma wants to face Mikey Musumeci in grappling. I mean, you have to favor Musumeci, but can you imagine if Arman did beat him? I don't think Islam Ilya is happening at the White House. They're supposedly doing Islam versus Ian Gary. That's the focus. This weekend's UFC card is the hardest fight card in a long time to pick winners on. Aside from like 2 fights, I keep flip-flopping. Listen, you just got to make your pick and ride and hope for the best, bro. Michael Chiesa retiring? Yeah, it makes perfect sense. They're giving him, they're giving him a winnable fight against Carlston Harris. Carlston Harris is not very good. Winnable fight. Very winnable. I think if Arman can win, it's by takedowns and points. If it's sub only, I see Mikey winning by heel hook. Honestly, the leg attacks is the best bet for Mikey Musumeci. Interested to see what happens because this is what the UFC wants, but I assume John will ask for more money to cut back down to 205. We'll see if they pay up. I hope they pay up. I hope they pay up. Let me tell you, that's a mega fight of mega fights. That's not a fight to be lost. We already lost the Ngannou fight. We're wondering what if, The Aspinall fight's unlikely. Let's get John Jones versus Alex Pereira. And let's just find out. Let's find out. I feel like if it's at 205, I get the mentality, more significance. If it's at heavyweight, it would have to be for the interim belt. If Melky finishes, who's he fighting next? Shit. I mean, he's breaking into the upper echelon. Does he fight a fellow prospect? Or does he keep taking on some of the old guard? If he beats Dan Ige, Melky Costa versus Brian Ortega, if Ortega is going to fight at 145. If not, I think him versus Pitbull could be the fight. You think John drags him to the ground? I mean, that's the way to win for John Jones, for sure. Take his ass down. Right. If it's at heavyweight, I do think it'd have to be for the vacant belt. Hey, make sure you guys smash the like button. We're at 38 likes. Let's get 50 likes up in here. I want 100 likes on this stream, chat. I'm settling for nothing less. I've been on point, Jay. I had a video earlier today. We got a nice stream this evening. Let's get that algorithm pumping, man. Let's get jumping with this fucking savage Q&A in the evening hours. You know what I'm saying? Ilya and Islam both win at the White House, then face off. Absolute cinema. I mean, if that was the case, that'd be cool. And if that fight is to happen, I think they both need one defense. I'm actually in full agreement, yeah. But I don't think they'll be fighting each other at the White House. Or fighting on the same card, rather. What does it take to become a full-time MMA YouTuber? Life commitment and years. Right? Chat, you've been watching for a while, life commitment and years. Years. I have thousands of videos, bro. Trial, error, consistency. Um, yeah, just kind of unrelenting belief that you have something good to offer and a passion. And it can't be because you want to go full time. It has to be you just love the game. And you say, this is the game. I love this fucking game. I'm locked into this game. I want to cover this game with all of my heart. This is something that brings, the fire inside. And you gotta have a reason and you gotta have a plan. I wish you luck. John versus Pereira at 205 main event. Ilya Gaethje, co-main, Sugar Yan, Patty Connor, Dustin Diaz, Corey Talbot, and Chandler Masvidal. I mean, that right there is an incredible, incredible card. That is the dream White House card. But I don't know about Sugar Yan. Thoughts on MMA Guru's mental breakdown? Is he in the midst of a mental breakdown? Is this real or is this a joke? Genuine question. I don't know. I haven't heard anything like that. Iwo Baranovsky, lock versus Austin Lane. Austin Lane should get destroyed. MVP Strickland would be boring. No, I'd be intrigued by it. But MVP style would be tough. Strickland would have to use some grappling there. I've been here for a while, bro. I've been watching you for at least 4 to 5 years. That's fucking throwback. That's OG. So you saw it. Long time. Long time coming. A lot of consistency, dog. Dustin Connor 4. But I will say, Swerve, I love your idea, but I think it's too stacked. It's too stacked, bro. They'll either do one or the other. I don't think do Patty Connor. Do that shit in the UK or in Ireland. Don't spend it on the White House card. The Lidzell CLD is sick. Would I be mad with Max Connor too? I wouldn't be mad, no. But for Connor to come back to that after the losses to Poirier doesn't seem likely. Connor versus Patty could be the proper fight. Yeah. I'm down with it. I'd rather see Connor fight somebody coming off a loss. Listen, it's a good dream scenario, Swerve. I'm not knocking your dream. Don't get me twisted here. I love the dream. No, I don't think MVP Strickland will be boring, but MVP's at 170 now. Evloev versus Murphy might be the best fight night card of the year. Banger matchups. Dude, they got to stack it. Gordon Ryan versus Shannon Briggs or Rampage. Gordon Ryan making his MMA debut versus a 50-year-old former boxer. That doesn't make sense. Glass House Aquatics, thank you for $9.99, my boy. Thank you for getting the dono train running, dog. I appreciate you, bro. W Glass House Aquatics, man. Appreciate the generous dono. Predictions for the Rousey Carano undercard. I think like Anderson Silva at 50 will be on it somehow. I think you see Tyron Woodley potentially. Masvidal potentially. Depends if Masvidal gets brought back to the UFC. Same with Diaz. Diaz, or does Diaz get brought to the UFC? I don't know, man. Maybe there was an argument behind closed doors, which led to a strong disagreement with MVP. I mean, you just beat Jared Cannonier, and then to drop down in weight and fight Sam Patterson when your only loss to that weight class is against Ian Gary, who's the #1 contender. I do find it hard to understand. I don't think they want to see him succeed. Fluffy Hernandez beating everyone besides Hamzat, in my opinion. I think that's a very fair analysis. I would love to see him and Dricus du Plessis fight. Willie been put to sleep too many times. Yeah, too many times Willie been put out. True. But listen, they need him on the card. And Willie can still crack. Depends who he's fighting. In MMA, I mean, I think he can still win. Yeah, in boxing, he gets put out by Anderson, but he's not a boxer, dude. Dude, I've been hearing the Medic W side. People backing him against Jeff Neal. I respect it. I respect it a lot. I mean, MVP might not have the finishes, but I mean, he's still got some wins. I feel like Connor would want to fight for the BMF title fight, not Patty or Chandler, but I don't think he deserves a BMF title fight. Maybe it's just because I wasn't a fan during this era, but I can't feel like I'm the only one who doesn't give a fuck about Carano Rousey. Two old washed up fighters. Going to be a smudge fest. I mean, listen, it's not an elite level fight that is relevant to today's game. What it is a matchup to respect of two pioneers. I mean, Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey are two of the women that brought women's MMA to the limelight. I mean, you know, if it wasn't for them, it's potentially never even in the UFC, which I think some people are probably like, fuck, would have been better off. Women's MMA was lit back in the day. I'll tell you guys, women's MMA in the Rousey era was a lot of fun, you know? And then in the current era, we're in a bit of a lull period. I mean, Kayla Harrison's very good and Hernandez Nunes is great, but it's just, there's not many compelling storylines. I mean, the Misha Tate Ronda Rousey beef went so fucking hard. You had women main eventing cards and people were interested. Now, I couldn't see that. Armand versus Giorgio is very interesting in RFA. I'm intrigued by it. You went back and watched a lot of tape on Fluffy. You're so torn. In some fights, he fights sloppy and bad, but he's so tenacious and he has unique wrestling movements in that gas tank. I think that's enough to deal with Strickland, man, especially this current Strickland. And exactly, Fluffy and proven, 8-fight win streak. Medic Neal's a 50-50 fight, but I'm taking Medic round one. Probably hedge with Neal late finish. Not a bad idea. Medic has got the speed to put him out. Medic is sharp on the feet. It's just crazy that Cyborg's still elite, right? I would love to see Chris Cyborg back. Dude, Arnold Amanda Nunes fought again. That'd be a big fight. Whitaker talking about going. It is probably the worst idea for him. He definitely beat some guys with his speed, but his chin has been cooked. I don't think Whitaker at light heavyweight's a great idea. Like Whitaker versus Khalil Roundtree. That's most hardcore fans takes anyways. They love the competition of the game. So even if Connor, Dustin, Nate come back, I'm still more hyped for fights like Armin Ilya, Fluffy Sean. Yeah, the highest level. You know, I think the nostalgic Unk fights have a place. I think they're fun. I think it's a good time, like the pre-fight shit talk and the bitter rivalries. I think you're watching it more for the drama. Hey, the Sig Bexy, thank you for the 5. Strickland by decision at plus 550 isn't a bad line. Thinking about putting a few bucks on it. Feel good about Strickland. Listen, if you think Strickland's going to win, I think he probably goes out and gets it done in the cards. Why do you say Medic has no chin? See his last few fights, did he get dropped in those sub loss? He's been rocked before. Dropped before. His striking is slick. Don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, I worry about Medic getting caught. I'll say this, bro. I'll say this with Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal, prior to the Prates fight, never been stopped by knockout before and was known as a durable guy. Prates made him look bad, but fucking Prates. But Medic is sharp, man. Medic, listen, Medic is a quick kickboxer from the outside. I remember predicting Medic to win some fights earlier in his career, and then he ends up getting whooped. I remember having faith in Medic in certain matchups, and he did deliver. So I understand the Medic side. I think the Puna Soriano knockout's an ugly look, but it was a fluke. Puna Soriano's not that good. He just caught him with a perfect shot. I don't think Puna Soriano has, you know, elite level striking by any means, but he's got power enough so that if he swings some wild fist and connects on your chin, he can drop fighters. Jeff Neal makes the read also. He backs up in a straight line. Battle of Southpaws is intriguing. I like the Battle of Southpaws. Battle of Southpaws interests me a lot. I think Brahimaj is going to get past Puna this week. Your personal lock city parlay is Neil Medic at under 1.5 and Melky Costa. I think the Melky Costa line makes a lot of sense. And I respect the under 1.5 call because it's probably going to be fire from the start with Medic and Neil. Somebody's getting knocked the fuck out. PropAholics is going to be fire, OG Smoker. You know what's up. W to the PropAholics crew, man. Thunder with PropAholics coming. Chat, we're at 46 likes. We're 50 minutes in. Let's get 50 likes up in here. Let's get the like button moving properly, man. Let's get 50 likes. Get me halfway to 100, man. Call me halfway to 100, Jay. Motherfucking halfway to 100, Jay. Making it happen, baby. Halfway to 100, Jay. If I could change one result in the history of MMA, what would it be? None. Let it happen as it should. Nothing. I mean, it'd be nice if Anderson didn't break his leg versus Weidman. But no. Let it happen as it should. I don't want to change the history of what was. Let what was be, you know? Not sure about it hitting, but amazing value parlay at plus 3,320. Costa KO, fluffy sub, ballsy. Ballsy though, but Ige never been finished before. Dan Ige known for his immense durability. It would have to be a high kick. I don't think Melky's putting him out with hands. It would have to be a head kick. Lock solidified tomorrow. I'd honestly be so intrigued how the different sport would be if Leon never threw that head kick in round 5. Jan never threw the knee. Reyes actually got the decision. That is true, bro. Where the fuck would we be? Chael Sonnen getting his earned win over Silva would have been nice. PDX, that would have been nice for him, but unfortunately he tapped. Connor not leaving for boxing. Who knows what would have been? But the life-changing money called him. You changed Tom getting eye poked by Gon. Fair. But what happens if they didn't get eye poked and he gets chinned anyways, you know? Could this be another year of the Unks? Depends on the matchups. You're praying RDR beats Kyle? How? How's he going to beat him? I don't think RDR's out grappling him and Kyle's out striking him. I think Kyle's a bad matchup for RDR. Real ones remember Usman saying after the Leon fight, I'll move up to 205 and fight Yuri. He didn't want to fight Izzy. I remember that shit. They might have done it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a world where that would have happened? Yuri's a big boy, though. Jesus. Weidman's annoying on the weigh-in show. Why is he annoying, bro? He's trying. He's Weidman. He's Weidman, bro. Let him be himself, dude. He's Chris Weidman, dude. Let him be how Chris Weidman is. Let him be Chris Weidman. You think Kyle is suspect takedown defense? You think the Ritter's going to get him? I can't trust him quitting on the stool. You missed those Lawler title fights. Him in the 5th round was insane. Robbie Lawler, certified savage. Forever. Do I take Kava? No. I mean, listen, the weight cuts are right. You're right. There was a lot of weight cutting for RDR. Kyle did take it to the end of the round 2 to KO Craig. Maybe RDR's pace and clinch will be enough. Maybe. But I think Kyle could win a decision. No, no Kratom, Jay. No, I'm good. I tried it when I was in my early 20s, but not for me, dog. I pass on that. I pass on that type of shit, bro. I prefer sober J. So, dude, the Rory McDonald Robbie Lawler brawls were great. Legendary moments. If RDR fights like how he did with Whitaker, maybe his weird striking can beat Kyle. I don't know. I think Kyle's too tactical. I think Kyle's better with his hands. Want to see RDR DDP? Listen, if they both lose their next fights, maybe that's the respective fight they make afterwards. Maybe they both lose and it happens. I'll keep betting on Patty because even though his game plan was stupid, dude has the heart of a lion. Learn to not bet on quitters from Leon. Leon does break. Who you going with, Patty or McGregor, chat? Patty or McGregor? Bro, when Woodley one-shot him, fuck. What will you do if you go 0-2 in the next two main events because they're tricky picks? I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed, but I'll get over it. Nah, I'm planning on getting it done. I'm planning on bringing it back. I feel like Connor wins the first round, bust up Patty, and then Patty breaks him late. I think it'll be like second or third round finish for Patty. I think Connor quits. McGregor needs a first round KO. Dude, what is your obsession with this Kava thing, dude? Movzar Evloyev time? I think that Movzar Evloyev probably decisions Lerone. Tactical, high IQ performance into a unanimous decision. That makes the most sense to me. He must be sponsored by Kava. Gable Stevenson versus Gimenez, bro. Honestly, give him fucking Gimenez. Give him, I don't know, somebody, Sean Sharaf. It's probably a Mr. Pibble. You're so right. Bro, post Turkish hair transplant Piper, absolute new fighter. Movzar Pico could have been good. It would have been a sick fight, but not destined. Connor did pretty good against Habib, considering he's unstoppable. I don't think Patty can do that to him. But is that the Connor that we have here? You know, is this the modern Connor? I don't know. I don't think so. Chat, we're about to hit the 60-minute mark. We're about to be 1 hour into the show. Let's get 60 likes for 60 minutes. Let's go. You're so quick to doubt DDP against Allen. Why? I should DDP wins by falling piano. I think DDP's live to bust Allen up on the feet, but Brendan Allen's on fire right now. I'm curious if Patty suffers the Gaethje beat the shit out of me downturn. I don't know if he will. I think Patty going to be hungry to get one back. It is crazy that Connor, or Ronda rather, is coming back before Connor, bro. What the fuck? Bro, they better do Copy Law of Shara Bullet. They have to. Copy Law and Shara Bullet is a spectacle. Please book that fight. Please book that fight. I think that, yeah, McGregor's UFC level now, I just don't think it's the same. Bro, you're right, Swerve J. You're on it, bro. I'm telling you, Kopylov and Shar is a great fight. They have to put it together. A Shar Bullet fight's coming. We'll never see Shar Bullet stateside. I had Gina Carano beating Connor back to the ring before Connor on my bingo card. That's fucking crazy. What a savage bingo card, PDX. That's funny as fuck. MVP McGregor 170 would be sick. I feel like MVP decision, but yeah, I mean, it would be a cool fight. I just don't think they do it. MVP is too rangy. I don't think they do it. I don't see it. I don't see it, bro. I'd rather them do Conor McGregor versus fucking Ian Gary at that point. You wish they did McGregor Gaethje or Gaethje Dustin so we could do Armand Taporia. Nah, Gaethje Dustin 3, maybe eventually, but if Dustin goes out and fights against Nate Diaz and wins, and then Gaethje gets knocked out by Taporia, that could be the fight. Right, exactly. MVP got Sam Patterson. They ain't giving him McGregor. Do you think it's weird people still think Aspinall's lying about his eye injury? Do you think there's merit to what people claim? I think it's like the rumor mill is Aspinall saying that he can't shake people's hands and stuff, and then like him shaking hands and kicking soccer balls. Like I do get this suspicion. You're right, bro. Connor versus Benil Dariush is the comeback fight. You imagine Benny Dariush chins him though? You don't care if it's Taporia versus Gaethje seems a nothing fight? I mean, listen, it's still a fight, but yeah, Taporia should dust him. MVP is massive compared to McGregor. Wouldn't be competitive. Yeah. MVP is a middleweight if he wants to be. McGregor's a blown up lightweight. Connor and Chandler is the right fight because you could see a pathway. Connor gets through Michael Chandler, but I don't know. Chandler Masvidal or Chandler Covington? Bro, McGregor versus Dan Hooker would be sweet. I think Dan Hooker could attempt to grapple Conor McGregor. I definitely would like that fight. I would say yes to the booking all the way. All the fucking way. Yes to the booking. All the fucking way. Hell yeah. Set that shit up. The only fights winnable for Mac is Hooker and Gaethje. I don't even know if Hooker and Gaethje, especially not Gaethje, maybe Hooker. I think it's Chandler. Yeah, I think if he survives Connor's early bombs, Connor gasses, bro. You think we'll see a GFL card before we see a McGregor fight? We ain't seeing no GFL. Dude, it's so true though. Like Michael Chandler was kind of lit for a little while and then takes 2 years out, totally wasting his remainder of his prime and now just looks like dog shit. I think that Michael Chandler would be lucky to get a Masvidal fight. That's the closest thing he'll get to a McGregor fight. Chandler Masvidal. Do it at the White House. I think Masvidal knocks him out. As much as I want to see Conor come back, I don't know how committed he is. Only training videos I've seen is him beating up teenagers and amateur fighters in sparring. It's more of a, it's more of just getting in the rhythm. It's maybe an ego boost, the yes men around him. Right. It's totally fair to say. Personal favorite fighter. Tough to say for me. Um, it's changed over the years. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm a big Charlie O supporter. I don't pick him all the time. I pick against him, but I do like Charlie O. Charlie O is just like one of the good guys that fucking made it from fighting. You know, I was a John Jones fan when I was a kid, but you know, John Jones, where he is now, is a little different. Really loved Alistair Overeem when he was on the sauce, but then he turned out to be on the sauce, and it was kind of game, set, match. I enjoyed the rise of Hamzat, but the current form, Hamzat Chimaev, I'm not liking, whether it's his attitude, how he talks, how he fights. He's just annoying at this point. Um, I think I was kind of hype on the rise of, maybe I wasn't overly hype on the rise of Ilya, kinda. I don't know. I feel like Charles Oliveira is a guy I've always liked. Joshua Van, listen, I really like Joshua Van. He's one of the modern guys I really like. I'm a big Van fan. I don't know if I'd say he was my favorite though. Yeah, I like Joshua Van a lot, for sure. Absolutely, bro. I've been calling Joshua Van as the future champ for years, man. I was high on Joshua Van even after he lost to Charles Johnson. I like Jack Della a lot too. Fuck yeah. I don't know. It's like it's tough for me to have like a favorite. I have like current favorites who I like. Tyra is coming, Useless. You're right. Tyra's a scary ass fight, bro. I live in the real world. You know me, Useless. I live in the real world. That's a terrifying matchup. The way Tyra, the way Tyra made Moreno look helpless. But I'll tell you this: if Leonard Kavanaugh goes out and fucks him up, then we got a conversation to be had. I liked Paulo Costa back in the day. Like Paulo when he was rising up the ranks before he lost. But after the Adesanya fight, he kind of, I don't know, he lost a lot of points for me. I don't know. He kind of fell off hard. Also, chat, I'm seeing the like button moving decently. We're at 58 likes, but I need to blow past 60. The YouTube algorithm's got to give me a little boost, chat. We need a little more love from the algo. Not enough love on the algo, dog. Bro, Van Horiguchi, please. I would love to see it. Bro, the Katsu that fought against UL, you're right. Like, I was like, bro, Izzy can't deal with this animal. But he did. Yeah, Van's a gangster, bro. Van's a gangster forever. Regardless of what happens forthcoming. Van's a gangster. He's a contender for a long time, like on the rise. And whether he remains the champ or not, he's a problem for anybody at 125. Anderson Silva made you like the sport? Listen, bro, I think everybody's OG favorite was probably Anderson. You're such a fan of BSD, only started in 2018. Make it to UFC 2 years later and a top contender and steamrolls. Nah, listen, BSD is a savage. And I've said BSD's improvements are showing themselves. That's why it was like easy for me to make him as a confident pick over recent years. Or excuse me, recent fights. UFC Undisputed 3 was this shit? Was the shit, bro. Rosas Jr. wants to retire at 25. Good luck, dog. Rosas Jr., he'll break into the top. I think he beats Rob Font, but he's not beating the top guys at 135, man. Mario Batista bust him up. I think Mario Batista bust him up. I think Peyton Talbot hurts him. I think Song Yadong cracks him. Maybe he could grapple with Zahabi, though. Age, I'm hearing rumors UFC 6 will be crossplay and playable on computer this time. Bro, that'll be fucking amazing. Please do it like Undisputed, bro. Yeah, crossplay. And for fuck's sake, allow us to choose the weight class we want to fight in online. Like how Undisputed has. You can pick all the weight classes. You can pick specific. Like I hate that you're stuck fighting whatever weight class and rank that they give you. Who are the locks this week? I'm doing the whole video on it tomorrow, dude. Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix is funny. Johnny Hendrix. Legit. I mean, was on the Sazul in his prime, but yeah, he was legit. Crazy power. Asia, with Fluffy's cardio and mean style, You think he can recreate a burn style of fight with Hamzat, but drag it off into the championship rounds and pull something off? Listen, I'll say this, Swerve. If there's anybody that's going to beat Hamzat, it's a guy with a good jiu-jitsu game. They have to have a ground game. They have to. Sean Strickland's fucked. They have to have a creative ground game. And if Fluffy were to survive the first 3 rounds, Hamzat, when he's forced to get up, when he can't just lay on you, he starts fatiguing, man. You get that gas tank bar going down. Wear on it. Wear on it. Fluffy's cracking him, backing him up. Possible. That would be a Rocky story, bro. Like Anthony Hernandez would be the real Rocky story of MMA. If he goes out and he beats Hamzat, holy shit. Right, bro? When it's Wednesday, like Saturday's right there. Like a middleweight Armin, yeah. But Fluffy, listen, there's an argument to be had. Strickland's been doing actual drills and technical training. I think he'll show a different level. See, you know, what he got good with was just sparring all the time. What if that's just how he stays good? And now he's changing shit and he's going to lose because of it. No, Sean doesn't have a hope in hell with Hamzat. Usman and Whitaker definitely have more proven takedown defense, right? I mean, Johnny Hendricks probably could have got that decision against GSP, but they blessed GSP with the nod. Hey, WPDX Hoya, thank you for 6 months of membership, bro. Why do you think Strickland doesn't have a ground game? Dude is a black belt, never been subbed. Not that he doesn't have a ground game. He has bro, everybody at the elite level has a capable ground game, but he doesn't have an exceptional ground game. He doesn't have a threatening ground game. Fluffy Hernandez has a threat of submission. It's not just work to get back up to the feet. And you guys forget, Strickland got into that bad motorcycle accident years ago. I think that'll affect the grappling. Who does Amavov fight next? If it's not a title fight, I guess he's just sitting around and fucking around. I don't know. It's a waste. Chat, we're at 65 likes. I want to do a longer stream if you guys will get me the likes for it. So get me to 75 likes. Okay? And then I'll consider something here. 75 likes in the next 10 minutes is what I need from you guys. So 10 likes from here, then we keep on persevering and pushing, man. That's the biggest thing. Exactly. The high-level grapplers that Strickland has fought, he's lost to. Never really been dominated on the ground, but never really fought a grappling specialist, though. Okay, young Usman, but I'm talking about modern era, middleweight. If you look at the middleweight run for Sean Strickland, it's awesome. Like, holy shit. But who's the best grappler that he beat? Is it Jack Hermanson? Is it Abus Magomedov? Who? Is it Paulo Costa? Who is the guy? Where's the grappler? Sean Strickland is really fucking good. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just keeping it honest with you guys. You got Fluffy on an insane win streak. Hasn't lost in nearly 6 years. Eight wins in a row is a big fucking deal, man. How do you picture the Strickland fight going? Who wins the fight is determined by who is the one pressuring. If he's giving up real estate, either or, trouble. You started arriving tow truck, been busy. Hey, W tow truck, El Vato. I think the fight could be interesting. I think Strickland could have some striking moments in the earlier rounds. I think Fluffy could have some pressure moments in close range. Look to cut Strickland with an elbow. Maybe pressure against the cage, close range work, potentially landing a trip. I think he can get Strickland down. I think Strickland may potentially go to all fours, and I could see Fluffy getting to the back and threatening with a rear naked choke. Yeah, especially the young Brendan Allen, dude. Brendan Allen's got a lot better. Young Brendan Allen. Yeah, he fought like an idiot. He's doing this for us guys. Listen, Fight Mill, good luck if you're on Strickland. I'm not telling you don't do it. If you believe it, you believe it. If you believe in it, you go with what you believe. And I wish you nothing but the best. But me, on the other side, I'm going with Fluffy. Fluffy should be able to close distance. Fluffy should be able to land shots. Fluffy should be able to win the battle of pressure. Who dictates the pace? Who dictates the battle of real estate, really? Who owns the ground, right? When I say that, who owns the cage? Who's the man forcing the other backwards is the man who wins. I could see body lock drag down. I could see body lock drag down. I think we're going to see a show out for Fluffy, but absolutely respect on Sean Strickland. Fucking OG, former champ. But I think 8 wins in a row, got to put some respect on it. I say Fluffy takes Strickland down the middle of the cage. Don't let him use defense. A good strategy from him. Listen, he's absolutely at high level grappling in the room, for sure. But Fluffy's one of the best in the world, though. How many guys can emulate Fluffy? Who that trains at Extreme is emulating Fluffy? Is it Brad Tavares? Is it Michelle Purr? Is it Chris Curtis? Who? Who's the grappler? Who's the grappler that emulates him? Who works like Fluffy does? Fluffy's different, man. The submission ace. He's a grappling specialist. Strickland's going to get out-hugged to death, and we all know it deep down. I feel like many do. But it's a real question. Who at Extreme matches that style? Who? Who at Extreme brings that fucking style? I'm asking you guys. Tell me who at Extreme brings that. Kute Laba? Is it maybe, prime Vinny Magalesh? Who? Is he going to get it from Edmund in the trainer room? I don't think so. I mean, Delidze. Yeah, okay. Delidze got fucking destroyed, though. The best grappler that he works with in this modern era is probably Delidze. Delidze got fucking mauled. You know? Nobody there that grapples like Fluffy. Hamzat trained with Sean at Extreme, but Hamzat supposedly ragdolled everybody in the room at Extreme. I was wondering, is Nixick going to be in the corner? Do we have any info on that? Because Nixick was shit talking him. I know that not only UFC fighters train at these gyms. Of course. Of course I know that. I know. Oh, I know. Ryder Newman, bro. He's gonna help him out. Remember when he fought Trayshawn Gore on The Ultimate Fighter? NCAA champs or state champs go to half these gyms, but they're not Fluffy, though. We're talking wrestling, bro. This ain't wrestling. We're talking Fluffy. We're talking a different style of grappling. This ain't hard-nosed freestyle wrestling. This is different, man. I watched the tournament BJJ won. Some random ass wrestler made the finale with Susarkayev. And did Susarkayev win in the end? Nixick in the corner, bro. I feel like you got to get rid of Nixick. He was talking crazy after the fight. After the last one. AJ put in the work. Let's fucking go. Like and sub. Hey, thank you, bro. We're at 68 likes, chat. I know you guys want a 2-hour stream, so I'll set a deal. I'll set it right the fuck now. You guys want me to go long? You guys want me to give you an extra half hour? I want to. I'm willing to. But I need to see you guys show me love. 80 likes by the 90-minute mark. I'll push it. I'll push it an extra 30. Not even an extra 15. 80 likes. You guys got 10 minutes to get me 12 more likes. Make sure you guys smash the like button, man. Like it up for the Big J. And at the end of the stream, I'm going to link you guys up to my latest video. It's a fucking banger video. If you haven't seen it, my God, worthwhile watch. Holy shit. If you watched it, you know. I'll link it up at the end for those that haven't seen it. It's a must see. Fluffy 2-0 against Extreme. He beat Roman and Edmund. I think that's a disadvantage for Fluffy. That Nick Six getting a third shot at figuring out the Fluffy puzzle. I don't think it's a disadvantage. I think it's like, neutral. They haven't been able to solve it before. I think it honestly could be disheartening. Fuck, we got to get him this time. Third time's a charm. It's almost like you're in your head. Fuck, man, we better get him this time. This guy's just running game on our asses. Remember when Eric Nixick went 0-3 Holloway versus Dustin 3 card? He went 0-3 on that whole card? I fucking forget. Whose corner was he in? You picked Volk twice, Usman over Buck, Gaethje over Patty, and now Strickland over Fluffy. Listen, man, good luck. Good luck, bro. How long until MMA is an Olympic sport? Never. The Olympics don't matter anymore. The Olympics have become a freak show, actually. Is Nixick overrated as an MMA coach? Neutral. I don't think anybody's like, oh my God, the greatest coach ever, but I think they think he's decent. Smashing the like button when YouTube's on the TV twice as hard. It should count as 2 likes for you. Everyone smash the little thumbs up. Hey, W, blind muck. I appreciate you, my boy. Yeah, I just think don't sleep on the Fluffy ground skills because they're different than what anybody in that room brings to Sean. But let's see. Let's see if he proves me wrong. I believe in Fluffy Hernandez's game. Bro, Zahubert, a new age Sage Northcutt with a little less power. Ramiz left Fortis and so did Jacoby. Where's Ramiz training at now? Dude, the underdog card in Brazil? Yeah. Can't be confident a guy that won the belt from a decision against pretty much washed Izzy, then immediately lost. Fluffy all day, and I like Strickland. Fluffy's just too good. I mean, listen, the Strickland win over Izzy was amazing. You think Nixick likes the limelight too much? I mean, listen, he's training fighters, bro. He's living the fucking dream. He's right out there in the corner getting the credit without getting cracked, so respect to him. Who fights like weird-ass Strickland that Fluffy trains with? Strickland's style is not that unorthodox, though. He just got pretty tactical boxing and good fucking teeps to the body. It's not like he has the craziest style ever. I think Fluffy's prepared, man. I think it's Fluffy time. It's motherfucking Fluffy time. Valley Flow striking in suburban Chicago for Ramiz. That's what Google said. Really? Damn. That must have been his OG gym. That must have been where he started out. Ray Longo's a blast to listen to. Fuck yeah. I thought Brahimaj was with Bilal's crew. Yo, let's talk about Delia, yeah. Or Delia, as I should say. He should smoke him. He should absolutely. Bro, he should absolutely smoke motherfucking Spivak. Spivak can't strike. Bro, AJ, it's so funny going back, watching your fight companions to Fluffy fights, because whenever you picked against him, he beats the shit out of your guy in a long, drawn-out mauling that you have to witness. Yup. My mistakes of the past will not be made again. You understand? I see anew now. The vision is clear. Fluffy is a fucking animal, and I must respect Fluffy. Travis Luter, great BJJ, but one of the worst gas tanks in MMA. Bro, I think gas tank is probably the most important element. Yo, we're going Fluffy Hernandez to get it. He's going to show Strickland that he's past it. He'll be lucky to survive the savage ass whooping that's coming his way. 4th round submission, potentially going down on Saturday. Oh, please, bro. Michelle Per and Mark, oh, terrible calls. Ugh, don't remind me of Young Jay. Puja Tomar, India's best fighter? I don't know. Right, bro? Fluffy, I'll ride into the valley of success with Fluffy, bro. I believe. I believe in Fluffy. I think he's gonna thrive. Yeah. Check out my interview with Josiah Harrow. We did it Monday. I asked him good stuff. I will check it out. Let's see. Is it on your channel here? Is it live? Dunna, 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 dunna. Dunna, 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 dun, dun. I don't want to be anything other than a prison god's son. Pub sports? Okay. I have to look at it, bro. Tell me some interesting things that he said to you. Fluffy looks like he listens to the System of a Down. What do you mean? Is this is going over my head? What is that? What you mean, my brother? Yeah, man. What you mean? You're talking shit about Fluffy's IQ, man. Yeah, go on. He smokes the good weed, man. You're gonna smoke the good ganja, yeah. I'm getting my fucking main event W. I'm winning my main event this Saturday, okay? Sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit, man. Hey, at least you picked Fluffy against Roman. Stylistic, that was a tricky fight to call. Bro, and that's when Kopylov was a fucking savage, too. Oh, Rockman. I thought you were saying he has downs. My misunderstanding, bro. Hey, thank you guys for 80 likes. I want 100 likes on the stream. I'm going to keep bitching at you guys throughout the whole thing. So smash the like button, show some love, hit the likes. You know what I'm saying? Hit the fucking likes. You know what I'm saying? You think it's not going distance, but he has the cardio for deep waters? I agree. I like to hear it. Listen, I think Josiah Harrow's good. It's just, fuck, he's dealing with an explosive savage in Jacoby Smith. Ronda versus Gina Carano in MMA, 5 rounds. Yeah, I knew he'd handle the Lidze. Bro, Fluffy gang, stand the fuck up. Enough of this shit. Respect on Sean Strickland, man. But Fluffy is going to be his nightmare. Fluffy's going to devastate him. Fluffy's going to break him down, pick him apart, and get the dub on him. You understand what I'm saying? Fluffy going to handle business out here. Quit sleeping on my main Fluff. Sending Strickland to the bottom of the barrel, son. Nah, Strickland can still get a big fight. I just think it's Fluffy's time, dude. Have we seen a complete fighter yet in MMA? I mean, elite wrestling, chin punches. I mean, Tapori. I say Islam Makhachev, bro. Islam's pretty fucking complete. He's got good striking with the grappling. It was boxing with Dustin Poirier pretty well. Obviously, his most dominant element of combat. Viva Mexico is grappling. Viva Mexico, cabrones. We're in Mexico next week, bro. Yo, I'm excited to be in Mexico next week. I just think of Nacho Libre. Nacho! Ramses is not dancing. He does not dance at the parties. Bro, Nacho Libre. Why is there not a Mexican MMA fighter that went by Nacho Libre as the nickname? Ramses is the one. He sets the people all on fire. That was a Jack Black spectacle move, actually. Islam's probably the most complete fighter. Outbox Dustin, head kick Volk, sub Charles, destroy JDM's calf. Exactly. Islam. Makachev on the cusp of the GOAT status. I think at worst he's number two. I think Islam is going towards GOAT. Islam's right there, man. It's time for people to believe, bro. Come on. Come on. Islam in the modern era handling. It's not his fault that he beat Moneyboy Kano easy. It's not his fault. Armand pulled out. The legacy is legendary. And I think Volkanovski's like number 4 on the GOAT list, maybe even number 3. You want an Alabama-born heavyweight to use the nickname Sweaty Cheddar is crazy. It means even more to me because I was on the Islam train since the Dober fight. It's a great thing when your favorite fighter grow up and accomplish. That's absolute facts. You think DDP lost his motion by sitting on the sidelines? DDP versus Brendan Allen should be the fight to book. I hope that they do it. Yeah, listen, 3 wins over Max is crazy. I'm 100% with it. I think Volkanovski's right there, bro. Jones, Islam, Volk, GSP. Simple GOAT status lineup. Simple. Easy peasy GOAT status lineup. Not arrogance. Calm, cool, collected. Uncle Creepy's a classic, bro. Uncle Creepy was on Moneyline for about 30 seconds, but his phone cut out. I was always annoyed by that when a guest would come on Moneyline and just be on their phone and it's like staticky and shit. No service. I'm like, bro, y'all can't sit down. Like, don't do me the favor of coming on my fucking show if you don't give a fuck. Like, I don't need you, bro. I don't fucking need you. I don't care. I don't need it. I don't need to glaze. I don't need to kiss ass. I don't give a fuck. Wish you the best, but I know I didn't. That's why I don't fuck with doing like too many interviews and shit. I don't need none of that shit, man. I don't care. I gotta sit there and fucking glaze, bro. Fuck all that. I like Moneyline way better as it is now. I don't believe the White House card is done. If it is, I'm worried. No, it's not done. There's a plan set into action, but it's not done. If Islam beats Gary, Uzma, Morales, any one of them guys, I think Jones is number 2 already. I think it's just Islam number 1. Fair. Fair. Yeah. Yeah, Valentine over him. His brother was not good. Big J, you think you ever interviewed Taco and Medeiros again? Yeah, sure. They're cool. I'm not talking about them, bro. They were always chill to me. So I'll talk to them. Sure. Absolutely. Josh Hockett, yeah, he beats Taliesin Teixeira's unathletic ass. Fuck yeah. Bro, Gable Steveson should debut against Taliesin, though. That would be sweet. I think that George St. Pierre is still in the top 4. GSP is still a top 4 of the GOAT status, but I think Volk's ahead of him. Bro, Mandel Nallo hasn't even got a fight book, bro. Mandel Nallo, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's got nothing happening. Stevenson versus Lewis at the White House? Nah. Like it. Not for D-Lou. Not for D-Lou. Mandel, now I know you like him, but he's a fun prospect, but bro, where the fuck is he? Where the hell is Mandel Nallo, dog? Let's look. What the fuck is he up to? What's he doing? Mandel Nallo, rat garbage. He won in September. No news of a fight. 36 years old. Post him out. Who do you want to see him fight in his debut? Things are being worked on in his bio. He's got a really weird Instagram. Yeah. I do hope to see him at some point, though. We'll find out when. Yeah, I think exactly. Let Gable beat up some blobs first, bro. Throw him some shit cans. Throw him some easy fights. Throw him some light touch matchups. Easy shit. Let him just go out and show out. Hey, have a good one, King of the North. Good luck on the poker tournaments, man. Trust the process, Big J? All right. Gable don't deserve a Pavlovich fight in a debut. Come on. Pavlovich got a win over Waldo that's aged really well. UFC needs to poach some kickboxer heavyweights. I mean, they lost the Verhoeven thing. The Verhoeven thing not happening. He's going to boxing, which I think is a mistake. I think Verhoeven's going to get tuned up in boxing. I mean, the paycheck would be nice, but unless it's going to be Francis Ngannou versus Rico Verhoeven. No, they're not going to give Gable Josh Hockett. That fight comes later. What are your thoughts on Strickland's defensive wrestling? Listen, he's a good defensive wrestler, but Fluffy is not just a good grappler. He is a different type of animal. Win, lose, or draw, you're a Hockett witness. Bro, Hockett is up there. He's very good. Also, chat, we're at 81 likes. I'm telling you, I want 100 likes up in here, man. Let's get 85 likes up in here. Let's get the like button a moving. Big J with 85 likes on the evening stream. Sounds good to me. Dun, 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 dun. I think he's the most entertaining fighter on the roster. I mean, he's a fun watch and an enjoyable listen with his chaos. Nah, you're right. His crazy ass post fight promos is something worth noting. He's genuinely fucking insane. He's a menace to society, man. He's a menace to society. He's a menace to fucking sobriety. Josh Hockett, nightmare. Heavyweight nightmare. Pavlovich should get a fight book soon. I don't know who against, but they got to book him something soon. The hell, Gaethje's been the most entertaining fighter on the roster for years. Gaethje, he is, a king of violence. It's true. I did not see Guru's last tweet. What? What did Guru say? What did he say? That boy MMA Guru. Quite possibly the dumbest shit I ever heard. Nobody gives a fuck about Rousey Carano 2026. You got a Van Cop main event. The White House with a strong undercard still be bigger. Support of his Gaethje will do fine. Jan O'Malley too. I thought it was going to be something more intense, man. I thought it'd be something more emotional, bro. It was a chill tweet, honestly. My thoughts on it? Dude, I have to say, nobody gives a fuck about Rousey Carano in 2026, but it's not about the actual fight. It's about the streaming platform. It's about the fact that the UFC, the biggest and baddest fight promotion in the world isn't on Netflix, right? They don't get the Netflix crack. Like, I think being on Netflix is what the huge deal is. It's because it's on Netflix. And I think it's because it's a fight that Dana White failed to put together when it was a prime fight. Sure, it's years later. Sure. It's years later. It's years later. Is it the end of the world? No. No. Would I rather have elite level current talent on the White House card? Yes. But is Rousey versus Gina Carano not a big deal as far as spectacle events go? It's mainstream, man. It's not necessarily head to head at all with the UFC White House card. But it's kind of just like oh, damn, they got to Netflix first. They got to Netflix, the UFC couldn't pull the Netflix deal off. I think that's more the big deal. It's a kick in the nads because of the Netflix thing. And I'll say, I think it's still a big spectacle event, but no, it's not the elite level of MMA. It doesn't damage the UFC's reputation at all. The only thing that would piss Dana off if these numbers are Jake Paul AJ like on Netflix. True. Carlos Prates, Michael Morales, that would be a sick White House opener, but Carlos Prates and Jack Della Maddalena, they've already given us subliminal messages that they're booking that fight. Now, they both could very well look awful. I think Rousey gets her to the ground. It's going to look like a throwback Rousey fight. Gets her to the ground and subs her. But what happens, though? Imagine Gina Carano just cracks her to the nose. Ronda Rousey just turtling up, getting pounded out. I'd be fucking laughing, dog. I'll be laughing, bro. The MMA unks will love this. I'm interested in it, especially if there's no UFC that weekend. For the spectacle of it. You know, I watched the prime of Ronda Rousey, but does the fight have any, if you ask me, does the fight have any effect on her legacy? No, it's a big money grab. I don't know if MVP keeps doing MMA fights, but it's not a bad idea. I mean, there's no second home really for elite fighters. I mean, yeah, there's PFL, but if MVP somehow became like a mainstream, 6 times a year MMA league, kind of like a Strike Force thing, yeah, they could build something, but I think it is going to be more money grab focus. I don't think there's going to be a shitload of events. I don't think it's going to be like a top 10 in, the MVP league. I don't think they're looking to become the PFL, I think they're looking for spectacles. So maybe we get another spectacle, but I don't think necessarily we see it all the time. Ronda did say she was retired recently. I think Dana White, deep down, just has to be annoyed that Jake Paul put it together. If anybody else put it together, he doesn't care. But Jake Paul, it's like fucking Jake Paul, man. He's like, what the fuck, this kid? This damn Jake Paul. This Jake Paul giving him a hard time. Carano is bigger than Rousey, but I just don't think her skills are going to be sharp enough. From, as far as Ronda's not modern era women's MMA, but I think the grappling difference will be pretty major. Maybe Dana doesn't care anymore. He's focused on boxing. Ryan Garcia this weekend, I wish him nothing but the best. UFC's on, bro. You know what that means? If it ain't Zuffa boxing on a Sunday, I don't know fuck about it. If it's Zuffa boxing on a Sunday, I watch. If it's not, fuck no. I only watch Zuffa boxing, dog. I respect us. If Sunday, I watch Sunday. Sunday, I relax, finish my work for the day. I watch a little boxing to close the night. You can't run head to head. It's a nice dessert after the fucking main course of the UFC. That's what I view boxing as. And that's why I think Zuffa Boxing is doing it right. Because MMA fans will watch boxing, but not if they put it as head to head competition, as they put it as something extra. Hey, let's have some fun on a fucking Sunday. Start the card at 6 o'clock. By 10:30, it's done. Beautiful. That's cool with me. That's the right way to do it. That's the only way to do it, really. Yeah, UFC way better. Not even a fucking argument. It's not even really like a comparable thing. But like, I'm hyped to see Jai Opataya. There's certain boxers that are like, I like boxing at light heavyweight and up. Okay? That's the fucking truth of it all. Boxing at light heavyweight and up catches my interest. But that's about it. I'm a fan of that. Jai Opataya should absolutely destroy this guy that he's fighting, though. Probably by knockout in violent fashion. Jai Opataya's got a kickboxing background, too. What a savage. Good stream agent. Thank you. Hey, WPDX. Like, Jai Opataya catches my eye. I'll watch him. But outside of that, nah. Nah. Yeah, I watch Deontay Wilder. There's some heavyweights. Remember when Usyk said he wants to fight Per in MMA? It was so unrealistic. I mean, respect on it, but I don't see it. Be cool if Usyk signed with Zuffa, though. Dude, the UFC H-Town main card fight. UFC prelims, dog. The UFC prelims are looking good, man. The fight night prelims are better than the numbered event prelims. The fight night prelims have been slapping, bro. The Apex cards have been slapping. Dog, I'm hype as fuck. With the BMF title on the line here soon, too. Good things are coming. Good things are coming. Good things are coming. I'm going with Ramiz, man. I went Ramiz, Scent Wars. The Ramiz side called me. I said, I got to go with Ramiz Brahimaj. I think the UFC is getting better. The UFC looks better this year than last year at the start of the year. I'm telling you. Better than the year before at the start of the year, too. Also, chat, we're at 83 likes. Let's get 85 up in here. Let's get 85 up in here. Actually, fuck it. Let's get 90 up in here. Whoa. Gamrot versus Chris Duncan just got announced? Shit. Wow. Holy shit. Surprised, I guess. Weren't they training together? Weren't they? Weren't they training together? I don't see that. I don't see anything. I don't see it. Fake news, yeah. He got me, bro. The fuck, bro? The fuck, man? Why people be trolling me, man? I look into it though. I guess it's just for a quick reaction. God bless. There's your 5 minutes of your reaction from you. Not even 15 seconds of it. Yeah, Floyd Tyson happening is crazy, but yeah, it's happening. What the hell? They got me, swear. Fuck. Bro, give me a draw between Floyd and Tyson. What the hell? That doesn't even make sense, bro. I can't even fully comprehend that matchup happening either. No, I don't think Ilya Islam is going to main event the White House card. I feel like they're pushing towards both of them fighting other people. Islam Gary, Ilya Gaethje. They both train at ATT. Bro, Aljo will fuck Vinicius Oliveira up, bro. Dude, we've been waiting for big fight news so long, KZ. It's annoying me. It's legitimately pissing me off that we don't have any fight news. I got big news for you. It's Ronda fucking Rousey. Josiah Harrell got balls for stepping in. Make weight, get into the UFC. If he pulls it off, holy shit. Hey, W. Mitchell Tannis, what's up, bro? Listen, we're 10 minutes away from the end of the stream. I want 100 likes. I'm not stopping. I know if the YouTube algorithm blesses me, give me the 10% boost, smash the like button, and I'll shadow box at 100 likes. So if you guys want it, we got 10 minutes to pull it off. Same thing happened with Jim Matsumoto. Stepped on short notice to fight Font, had a great performance that made UFC happy and built his name. Listen, I mean, to be fair, he was already signed with the UFC prior to that, but he did show out. He did show out. David Martinez, though, got the W. Gary versus Islam would be good. It'll be interesting to see Islam try to walk him down. Plus, Gary has good judo, but if he gets taken down, he won't get up. If Islam's on top of him, I think he's fucking pinned to the mat. You're 100% right. Hey, really blessed. What's up, bro? Bryce Mitchell, Vinicius Oliveira. Timelines won't work. Bryce is trying to get a fight. Bryce is trying to get a fight, guys. Gonna shadow box the new sweatshirt. Honestly, I haven't tried it on camera yet, Jersey Girl, because I don't know if the color is gonna mess with the camera. I'll have to try it next stream. I'm going t-shirt, Jay, to flex the lean gains over here. Vinicius got to be going up in weight. He looked awful. He has to go up. Only option is going up. Only option. I have no interest in him at 135 with that shit performance. Absolute shit. Absolute shit. After Valentine's Day show and tell. Listen, let's see if we get the 100 likes first, all right? If not, I'll make a deal with you, Jersey Girl, tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream. Just for you. Pulling from Arab to beat Piotr Jan in the trilogy? Unlikely. Vinicius supposedly has a broken arm, though. Supposedly Vinicius got a broken fucking arm. All right, what are you sending me on X, bro? Let's see. Last time Gina Carano won a fight, these UFC champions were in school. Pantoja, Divalishvili, Whitaker, Harrison, Garbrandt, Holloway, Makachev, Edwards, Strickland, Hill, Andrade, Jan, Ankalaev, Prohashka, Namajunas, Moreno, Duplessis, Aspinall, Dern, Grasso, O'Malley, Chimaev, Taporia, Jack Delavan. That's fucking crazy. Holy shit. That's fucking crazy. That's insane to think about. Holy shit. It's a fucking spectacle. It's, it's a Jake Paul promoted fight. The Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano final dance a decade and a half late. Who should Bryce Mitchell fight next? Bryce Mitchell versus Alexandre Topuria is the fight. All fucking day, that's the fight. They should definitely fight each other. Come on. That's a good fight. Vinicius, David Onama's cool. Both looked awful in main events. Yeah. Yeah, I'm down. Gonna go watch Moneyline. Enjoy Moneyline. It was a banger show last night. Me and the Finch brought the thunder last night like no other. The thunder like no other. It was good shit last night. Seriously. It was. It was fun. Me and the Finch Meister brought it, bro. David Onama had potential, but Steve Garcia had something to say about it. Steve Garcia is just a certified savage. But I think Onama could give Vinicius problems. Onama's pretty big, too. I'm still here. I'm going for the 2-hour mark. We got 5 minutes left, chat. 5 minutes left. One thing that worries me about the White House card is since there's already so much political tension around that UFC going to catch a lot of unnecessary shit by political outlets. Who gives a fuck? What can they do? They just talk. This bitch. 3 things matchmaker Swerve considers a matchmaking: timelines, ranking, stylistic appeal. That's what makes for good fights. Agreed, bro. The Swerve J matchmaking is nice. Matchmaker extraordinaire. You're like Joe Silva, bro. Like a prime Joe Silva on the matchmaking floor. When they fire Almeida but keep a bump on a log, Terez Finney. Almeida's costing them too much money, though. Terez Finney's on that Contender Series contract. He ain't worth nothing. He's cheap. How many viewers you think a White House card does? I think they could hit, record-breaking millions. Record-breaking millions is live. Last time Gina Carano won a fight, Joshua Van was 70 years old. It's fucking hilarious. The fight is meaningless, but it's still happening. It's a money grab. It's a spectacle. It's a gimmick fight. It's a gimmick fight spectacle. You going dog of the week, Sean Strickland? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Fuck all that, Eric Cartman's dad. Nah. You and Finch are a good combo between the 3 of you. I think you have to be the best, cleanest picks in the industry. You guys, especially Finch, don't go too degen, but nice, clean picks for a smart better. Hey, W. Thank you, Scent Wars. 2 of you. I assume you meant 2 of you. Money grab these nuts. How much you charging, KZ? How much you charging, bro? Hey, W to the chat, man. We got 3 minutes and the stream is done. We're 7 likes away from 100. We might be, unfortunately, sitting as Volkanovski did round 5 all over Islam with ground and pound, but not going to get the stoppage. He'll win the last round, but lose the decision. We might be on that trajectory. It was a heartfelt and gutsy effort for 2-hour J. We're at 93, baby. KFC Tuesday, 8 pieces of chicken for $10. How is it? Contrary to what many believe, Netflix isn't venturing into sports business, but into the game of just circus spectacles. Bingo. They love the circus spectacle. A lot of views at one time, not a consistent product they have to worry about ending up, going negative for them. No, I didn't think you meant that, Scent Wars. Wasn't offended either, bro. Decent chicken, bro. Your boy's on the strict cut, man. Eating clean, Jay. I eat burgers on Friday. That's about it, Jay. We can hit 100 likes. Come on. Less than 2 minutes remains. Keep asking me crazy shit, bro. You want me to scream or something? Popeyes or KFC? Popeyes. I don't eat either, really, but if I was to, I pick Popeyes. I think the chicken tastes a little better. A little more flavor to it. A little better crunch, crisp, and a better taste. I got a week off after tomorrow. And I come vacation at your place. I'm sick of the snow. Listen, man, you can book the motel near me, bro. You can stay at the Motel 7, bro. Ball knowledge day. Yeah, if you got to pick one, I don't eat chicken often, fried chicken. But when I do, I pick the Popeyes. Kentucky fried or Louisiana fried. Dog, I'm sorry, but I'm going to Louisiana. I'm going to fucking Louisiana. But the only shit I've been eating lately is like, I'll eat a Friday. I eat Culver's, dog. That's it. I get the burger and call me a day. Yo, the Zuffa boxing Sundays. Yeah. Sunday's the way. All right. Quick shadow box, Jay. You guys want to see the 192, Jay? So Christmas time, I was 208 pounds. Now I'm 192. Let's see what I can do, bro. Ah, ui, pa. Obrigado, Shamma. Obrigado, Shamma. Obrigado, Shamma. 100 likes always happens. Even when they least believe it, you understand? Obrigado. Obrigado. Ah, quick and slick. Getting lean and mean. Speedy J. Bro, I feel light as a feather. It's fabulous, bro. It's crazy. Take over the chat, Casey. Are you going live next? We're going to Houston, baby. We're going to Houston, Jay. Woo. We're going to Houston, Jay. Hey, W useless. Listen, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, bruh. You guys got to watch the video. I'm not even joking. Like, this is not an ask. I'm telling you, you have to. I want to see some of you guys drop a comment. All right. So the video right there. All right. AJ going savage mode. The latest video. It's a must watch. And if you don't watch it, well, shame on you. Give it a gander. Give it a check-in. All right. And give it a nice watch. I know KZ's also going live. So go watch KZ live. Watch the video. Watch KZ and the video. Watch KZ, then the video. So W to everybody watching. Is Big Z going live right now? Is he live? There he is. Big Z against the grain also going live. I'll link him up too. So if you want to, chill in a live stream, you already watched the video, you wanted to talk some more, go check out KZ. There's this link. You already, tuned in. You said, fuck it though. I need video time. Go watch me. All right. So check the shit out. I'll link it up in the comments too. And it's in the description. Peace, guys.